Welcome back, everyone. This is part 7 of the WrestleMania 30 series breakdown. This vid's going to be covering the WWE Tag Title match. It's not 2 teams this year, it's not 3 teams this year, it's got 4 teams. And at first, when they scheduled this match, I was thinking that they were going to be putting a lot of these guys in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but that's a completely separate group. None of these guys, as far as I know, are in there, which is impressive because I thought a lot of these guys were going to be doing 2 matches in one night. So there's 4 teams. Of course, we got the tag champs, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. They are certainly growing in popularity lately. They've held on to the belts now for a little bit. They're still, riding high on their winnings lately, and I'm just glad that they're finally getting the recognition that they deserve as a talented tag team. I'd say they are certainly in the top 3 tag teams as far as talent. I mean, they can cut a decent promo. They're certainly awesome in the ring. Tons of charisma. They've got it. Part of the Samoan heritage. It's really good to see them at the top. So they're going to be the defending champs. Next one you got is the Los Matadores, and I don't know what the guys are called now. Fernando and something. It's Epico and Primo. Okay, it's and they got the little mini with them, Torito. These guys are fun to watch. I liked them a lot more when they didn't have this gimmick, the bullfighting gimmick, and when they came back, and they were gone for a while, and I don't know why they were. They were a good tag team. I don't know if one of them was injured or what it was, but they came back and they had this gimmick, and I was like, man, this is just stupid. I didn't get it. And I mean, I get it. I just felt like it was I've just thought it was a horrible gimmick, and but then I look back at some of the old WrestleManias, and you go back to, I don't know what WrestleMania it was. It was Tito Santana was the El Matador from 1991 to 1993. And he did that gimmick well. He didn't win a lot, unfortunately, when he was in this gimmick, which makes me think they're going to do the same thing to to Epico and Primo. They probably look at it as an honor because of where they're from, and that's a big thing for their heritage. That's what I'm guessing is, if you really think about it, trying to think of it from their point of view. Because if you look at Tito Santana, and he did the same thing, and now some 20 years later, they're doing it, I guess it would be an honor. It is what it is. You can ole with them, or you can whatever. So that's that. Next, you've got Ryback and Curtis Axel, or what they like to be called now, Rybaxel, which I think is the most retarded tag team name that they've come up with lately. They are former Heyman guys that it seemed like they were going to be on the outs and not really, sticking together. But apparently they are, because they just introduced some new entrance music recently for them. So, maybe that's a sign that they're going to keep them around, or keep them, together for a while. I think they work well together. I think they're both, I'm not going to call them green, because, obviously they're on the main roster, and I think they're decent wrestlers. Their styles are different. I certainly think that Curtis Axel is a far better wrestler than Ryback. Ryback's more of just a powerhouse guy, does the power moves and the slams, and he always reminded me of that one character from the Bugs Bunny cartoon, where he came out and he was snarling, and Bugs Bunny came out as the masked bunny or whatever, and they wrestled. That bald wrestler, that Bugs Bunny wrestled, that's Ryback. That's what he always reminded me of. But I think these two do fit okay together. They're okay. I thought they were decent when they were with Heyman, but now, the only Heyman guy is Brock Lesnar. And, well, it is what it is. They're okay. And then you've got the Real Americans. Now, this is one of my favorite current tag teams. Jack Swagger and Cesaro. I guess they dropped the Antonio because it wasn't manly enough. I don't see nothing wrong with Antonio. Do you? No. But nonetheless, Cesaro and Jack Swagger, the Real Americans. This team's had, talk about the Shield having cracks in the Shield. This team, the Real Americans, certainly has had their cracks in their foundation lately, with Zeb just losing his mind. Pretty funny watching these two trying to one-up each other in all their matches, between Jack Swagger's ego and his ankle lock, or the Patriot lock, whatever they call it, and Cesaro's swing. And if you're paying attention to crowd reactions, there's a lot, and I mean a lot more people lately that are doing the whole "We the People" chant lately. I don't know if these two are going to be splitting up soon. I think they work well together. I think Zeb as their manager is priceless. When they first put Zeb with Jack Swagger, I didn't get it. It took a while for it to catch on with me. I mean, I understood the whole, "We the People" and all the promos about the Mexicans crossing the border and all that. I got that, okay, I understand that. But, it just took me a while to really appreciate who Zeb was. And he is good with his promos. It's for a guy with a speech impediment like Jack Swagger, you can understand why they brought in a guy like Zeb Coulter, a Dutch Mantle. It was horrible. You think back to a couple years ago when Christian had his rivalry with Jack Swagger, and he'd come out and be like, "Fluffer and Thuckatash," and it's like, oh, that's just low, It made you laugh, but that's low. But yeah, these guys are good together. Cesaro's just a tremendous wrestler. He's so good. He's been all over the place. Um, I think I don't know if this is going to be an elimination match or if they're going to have, all the guys in there at once, like all, switching off or whatever. However they do it at WrestleMania, it really doesn't matter because it's going to be on the pre-show. Just when they get their tag team, roster beefed up, then you go and throw an exciting match like this on the pre-show. Unfortunately, somebody had to be on the pre-show. If it was up to me, I'd throw the 30-man Battle Royal on the pre-show. But you've got Andre the Giant tied in with it. It's a memorial thing. So if you put that on the pre-show, in a sense, you're dishonoring Andre the Giant. So, okay, someone had to go on the pre-show. Alright, throw the tag guys on there, I guess. It's not the first time, won't be the last. But I think just the fact that they're putting just about the entire roster on the WrestleMania card this year in some way, shape, or form is cool, because it is a big anniversary. It's WrestleMania 30. So those are the 4 teams. The pre-show is 2 hours, so if they wanted to, they could drag this out for like a half an hour and have one of the greatest tag team matches in history. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be like 10 minutes long and, well, not suck, but just be rushed. I hope they'll give it a decent amount of time, at least 20 minutes. That'd be nice. Let the guys show their talent. Let the Matadors do their flying around like they do so well. Let the Usos do their diving outside the ring. Let Cesaro get his swing in, and let Ryback just stomp around and look stupid. I don't know. But so that's about it for that one. The prediction for who I think will win will come later in the video, the prediction video. So that's it. That's my summary for the 4 teams. I think it'll be decent. Thanks for watching. We got one vid left. That is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match with question mark versus Batista and Randy Orton. Stick around, we'll be back.